Shadow Simplified? Let's see.
Now, this is something that a lot of people seem to miss from the patch notes, myself included. I don't think all of this information was actually in the original patch notes. I think this has been updated more recently or after they initially went live. So we're going to read through this together and then we're going to take a look at it in game as well. So Shadow Contract Simplified. We streamlined the Shadow Contract system to reduce grind and make rewards more meaningful. The Shadow Contract has fewer tasks, automatic rewards, and more loot to earn. Weekly attempts have been reduced from 9 to 6. The familiar AFK time has been reduced from 162 hours to 108 hours, and the cumulative attempt cap has been removed. Contracts are now available twice a week. Now, as you can see here, it does not specify what days or what time periods that twice a week is. We're going to talk about that in a moment. Additionally, we've increased rewards by increasing the activity points earned from completing each activity, so that points have been increased from 20 to 30. The gold XP and equipment earned from contract rewards has been boosted by 50%, so in theory we should be getting better and more rewards from this as well. Now we're going to take a look at this in game. I've sent a familiar on, or a couple of, or all my familiars, I don't know, to do one shadow contract, and we're going to look at how long it takes to do the shadow contract if you do them manually as well, because I don't know if there's that big of a change in it. So we're going to test it out and see if it seems any quicker than it did before. Okay, so firstly, I'd already sent some of my familiars to do one of the shadow contracts, so we're going to claim that now, and obviously we can have a look at what rewards we get from it. That's all I've got in my inventory, so let's just salvage that. So pending rewards here. So I'm pretty sure I sent them just to do one shadow contract. Let's claim this now. So we've got gold, experience, and a bunch of loot as well. And so we still have 2 contracts to complete. Now, we had no idea from the patch notes when this was going to refresh. This is the first week that this new system has been in place. So originally we had 3 contracts on Monday, as always, and those were the bonus contracts. You can see there it says weekly bonus chest rewards, 3 out of 3. And we still have another 3 contracts that actually refresh. It's turned out on a Thursday. So we know now that contracts refresh on a Monday and Thursday, so same as raids and same as Vanguard, which makes it kind of easy to remember when they're going to refresh and reset. So we're going to go ahead and complete the remaining 2 shadow contracts and see how long exactly it takes to do those. Obviously some of the shadow contracts take longer than normal and are just really annoying. I really hope we don't have the shadow list one, whatever it's called. That's probably going to be the first one we have now. Okay, so we have the impersonate a sand scorpion, find the location of the stockpile and destroy the immortal supplies. This one is pretty quick to do anyway. So we're going to do this. We get to dress up as Labib, who is one of the sand scorpions. Super easy contract, this one. I think a lot of the time the contracts don't take up a lot of your in-game time to actually complete, so it's not always too bad, but yeah, some of them do take longer than others, so we'll see what we get for the next one. I'm going to have to kill these monsters here because otherwise they're going to interrupt me placing the bait. So let's do that now. We've got hide in the bushes as well. If you've done this contract a million times before like I have, you kind of have an idea of how it goes. So let's knock him out. Let's dress up as Labib. This is my favourite contract just because of how goofy the walk is. Who actually walks like that? I love it. It's so funny. Okay, so let's just go ahead here. I love how we're meant to be disguised, but like I have these orbs spinning around my hand. So inconspicuous. And we're going to pop out here. I love it. I love that little walk. It's so goofy. So let's just keep going here. And this one's pretty straightforward because it shows you exactly where you need to go on the map anyway. From the little footsteps. Don't get too excited by that gold star. It's just a token for one of the in-game events right now. And I'm not that bothered about collecting it anytime soon. So let's take him out. There we go. Pick up this map. hopefully before anyone else comes along and tries to hit me. So yeah, this one is one of the most straightforward contracts. It doesn't seem any faster than normal though. It doesn't seem like it takes any less time than normal to complete this, unless there's some huge difference in the next step of this. I would say it takes the exact same amount of time. It might just be the familiar time that they've reduced rather than obviously actually reducing the player time to do it. And to be honest, I'd rather spend like a couple of minutes doing the contracts and send my familiars off to do something more useful than get them to do shadow contracts, which literally take no time to do anyway. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the whole situation. So yeah, my familiars, I think it took them, I think it was about 4.5 hours to do one contract between 4 of them. Whereas it takes me like a couple of minutes just to do one contract. So yeah, totally up to you. Obviously, you don't have to do all your contracts in one go. I'd rather prefer to do that because otherwise I'm just the kind of person that would forget about it. So yeah, that's it. That's that first contract completed. Super easy to do as always, but yeah, there's definitely no change in time if you're doing it manually compared to doing it with the familiars. So we'll hand in the we'll hand in this contract to Bartender Bailey, and obviously we can take a look at what rewards we get from that hand in as well. And then I'm going to take a look again at the familiars and we'll see exactly how long it takes for them to do the shadow contracts, as it has had the time reduced on that. So complete contract. So there we go, we've got a nice legendary drop there as well. We'll check that out in a moment. So now let's go back and speak to Nisa and see how long it takes for the familiars to do it. So familiar expedition. So if we want to send one familiar, it's going to be 18 hours. 2 is 9, 3 is 6, and 4 is, 4.5 hours. So I'm just going to send all of them to do this last one. And you can see at the bottom there, it says select multiple familiars, to decrease the completion time. So yeah, if you wanted, obviously you can send familiars to do different things. I'm just going to send all of them to do that. We don't currently have any curse towers to earn rewards on, so yeah, not the end of the world with that. And yeah, let's take a look at the item that we've earned. So that's what we've got from doing the bounty. And we'll see if we got anything good from the bounty reward. Normally it's just trash, to be honest. So let's identify. It says that it's an upgrade or that it's an exceptional item. Definitely is not. So I'm not going to be using that one. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the update to the shadow contracts. I think it's pretty good quality of life improvement. Having 6 contracts instead of 9 a week is definitely a big improvement. And obviously they've increased the points, like the shadow points for that. To compensate for the fact that we've had them lowered. Definitely a huge quality of life improvement there, and I actually prefer having them drop twice a week. As I said, going to be so much easier to remember now that your shadow contracts, your raids and Vanguard all reset on Mondays and Thursdays. So that is it from me. Yeah, that's it for me from this video. No, I cannot talk today. Why am I like this? That is it from me for this video. That's what I was trying to say. I really hope you found this helpful. Let me know your thoughts on the changes to shadow contracts and shadows in general in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.
Official Diablo Partner.